Hello, friends. This is Darren Hayes of Pigskin.com. Before we take you to your favorite Sports History Network show, just want to tell you a little bit about some merch that you can pick up that represents your favorite SHN podcast. So far, there's t-shirts, coffee mugs, and even books from some of the authors that do podcasts right here on SHN. Who could buy something better than that, than have the history right from the gentleman that you hear talking about it? But we also are adding things each and every day. And where's that store, may you ask? Well, it's at SportsHistoryNetwork.com. Up at the top, there is the SHN merch button. Click on that. It'll take you right to the store, and you can be representing your favorite podcast and show the world that, hey, on the swag that I'm using, it's the headquarters of sports yesteryear, Sports History Network, and my favorite podcaster, the Sports History Network store. Shop there today. Now it's time to take a sports break, a look at sports history on a daily basis. Hello, my friends of sports history. This is Darren Hayes of the Sports Jersey Dispatch podcast. Welcome once again to the Pig Pen, your place for all things great in sports history, and to your sports break for this October 14th edition. And we have some great uniforms we're going to talk about on some great players that did some amazing things on this date in history. But before we do, I want to make sure that you know that you can subscribe to our email newsletter. It comes out each and every day, let you know what's going on in the Pig Pen. 2 questions to answer. You can join very easily in the show notes of this very podcast, or on JerseyDispatch.com or PigskinDispatch.com. Now your uniform numbers for October 14th. There's quite a few. 24, 16, 9, 7, 24, 32, 38, 25, 44, 99, 10, 5, 12, 34, 16, 22, and number 18. And we'll start off in the 19th century. October 14th, 1862, an early baseball player, James Creighton, had a very sad incident when he ruptured his bladder hitting a home run. Now, the injury was so severe that the player passed away 4 days later from complications of that injury on October 18th of 1862. October 14th, 1905, the World Series Game 5 action saw the New York Giants defeat the Philadelphia A's 2-0 at the Polo Grounds to win their first sanctioned World Series, 4-1. For pitcher Christy Mathewson, it was his 3rd straight World Series game shutout. Quite a pitcher, Christy Mathewson. October 14th, 1926, another great pitcher, Walter Johnson. Well, he ended up retiring from baseball as a player, but he signed a 2-year contract to manage a Newark squad. October 14th, 1951, the Detroit Lions future Hall of Famer number 24, Jack Christensen, returned 2 punts for touchdowns against the Los Angeles Rams. October 14th, 1962, Houston Oilers number 16, George Blanda, threw for 6 touchdown passes versus the New York Titans. 56-17 was the victory. Remember, that was an American Football League game, an AFL game. October 14th, 1964, number 9, Roger Maris, and Mickey Mantle, number 7, each hit home runs on back-to-back pitches. October 14th, 1965, the World Series. Los Angeles Dodgers edged the Minnesota Twins 2-0 in Game 7 at the Metropolitan Stadium. It was the Dodgers' 3rd title since their move to LA, and the most valuable player? Well, it was Los Angeles pitcher Sandy Koufax, who wore the number 32 so proudly on his jersey. October 14th, 1972, Oakland catcher number 38, Gene Tenace, was the first to homer in the first 2 World Series at bats as the A's defeated the Reds 3-2 in Game 1 at Riverfront Stadium in Cincinnati. October 14th, 1973, a 42-year-old Baseball Hall of Fame center fielder, number 25, Willie Mays' last Major League Baseball career hit. It was as the New York Mets beat the A's 10-7 in the World Series Game 2 in Oakland. October 14th, 1976, Chris Chambliss, number 10, had a 9th-inning leadoff homer that gave the New York Yankees the franchise's 30th pennant. October 14th, 1978, despite the Islanders' number 5, Dennis Popkins' hat trick at 3:21, the New York Islanders lost the game 7-10, making an Islander record when scoring a hat trick, 22-2-1. October 14th, 1978, New York outfielder Reggie Jackson, wearing number 44, caused a World Series controversy when he interfered with a throw to first base. Remember this one? During the event, Jackson deflected the ball away during the Yankees' 4-3 victory in Game 4 over the LA Dodgers at Yankee Stadium. October 14th, 1979, the National Hockey League's New York Rangers retired Rod Gilbert's uniform number 7, which was the first number to be retired by that franchise. October 14th, 1979, the NHL's greatest scorer, number 99, Wayne Gretzky, scored his first NHL goal as a member of the Edmonton Oilers. October 14th, 1981, Yankee Greg Nettles, number 9, became the first player to get 2 hits in the same inning of an ALSC game. October 14th, 1985, the New York Jets retired Joe Namath, number 12, on nationally televised Monday Night Football. His former squad, the Jets, ended up defeating the Miami Dolphins in honor of Joe Namath, 23-7 that day. October 14th, 1989, Dave Stewart, number 34 of the A's, became the first since 1976 to start consecutive World Series openers, did those with Oakland. October 14th, 1990, the San Francisco 49ers, number 16, Joe Montana, passed for 6 touchdowns versus the Atlanta Falcons as the Niners won 45-35. October 14th, 1991, New York Rangers right wing Mike Gardner, number 22, becomes the first NHL player to score his 500th goal, 500 assists, and 1,000th point, all in the same season. October 14th, 2003, fan Steve Bartman deflected the ball away from Chicago Cubs outfielder number 18, Moises Alou. Now, the Cubs gave up 8 runs in the inning right after that and lost to the Marlins 8-3, and the Bartman incident is seen as the turning point in that series where the Cubs ended up losing that series to the Marlins. And, that's just some great history. Not always great, like for Moises Alou and the Chicago Cubs. The curse continued there a little bit longer in Chicago, but some great history all along because you had some NHL scoring leaders, Gartner and Gretzky and some of the other ones. Joe Montana's in their football, Joe Namath. A couple of great Joes from Western Pennsylvania are mentioned in today's history. And we have so much more. You can go to pigskinddispatch.com for some more great football. Go to Jersey Dispatch, and we have some more great other sports, including football, hockey, baseball, and basketball, as well as some other sports that are a little off the beat path here in the United States, but some great ones all the same. And also go to sportshistorynetwork.com, where we have 30 podcasters bringing you sports history each and every day in a podcast medium. So till tomorrow, everybody, have a great sports history day. Sorry, but my pitching coach just called timeout and he's coming out to the mound. I think I'm going to get yanked for a reliever. We'll see you back tomorrow for some more great sports history on Sports Jersey Dispatch Podcast. We invite you to check out our websites, jerseydispatch.com and pigskindispatch.com. Not only see the daily sports history, but to experience the preservation of great events and people that play the games. Find us on Pigskin Dispatch. It's also on social media outlets of Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and don't forget the Pigskin Dispatch YouTube channel to get all your daily sports history. Pigskin Dispatch is happy to be associated with the Sports History Network, the sports headquarters of yesteryear, found at sportshistorynetwork.com.
This podcast is part of the Sports History Network, your headquarters for the yesteryear of your favorite sport. You can learn more at sportshistorynetwork.com.
Hi, everybody. Dan and Andrew from Hello Old Sports here. We wanted to drop in and let you know about our latest episode.
That's right. We interviewed the co-authors of Phyllis George, Shattering the Ceiling, a biography of groundbreaking broadcaster Phyllis George. And her life is really sort of a journey through 20th century America, from Miss America pageants to the Kentucky State House to the groundbreaking NFL Today show on CBS, even the Kentucky Colonels of the old ABA. We got into all sorts of stories about the Celtics under Red Auerbach, about the interview with Roger Staubach, about really all sorts of things, a fight between Brent Musburger and Jimmy the Greek. We really enjoyed talking with Lenny Shulman and Paul Volpone, who teamed up to write this book.
The book is on sale right now, wherever books are sold. Within reason. Garage sales, probably not. So go ahead and pick up a copy today. And if you want a chance to win the book, you can go to sportshistorynetwork.com/giveaways and register for a chance to win. Goodbye, old sports.